day 2, so I did get a bull bugling, but he ran. Assuming that he had cows, but also I heard howling in the fog too, so I don't know, maybe the wolf bumped him out, I'm not sure, but I just heard one single howl, and so I'm not sure what's going on there. It's just a torrential downpour yesterday, so thought I'd dry off, start a little fire. After I dried out, I continued my pursuit on that runner that I heard bugling earlier that morning, and luckily I was able to get eyes on him above tree line. Gotta say, that's a dandy bull. I'm just gonna let him bed down. They're moving into a timber patch right now as we speak, and wind's blowing up, so I just want to get above him. But nice. When I'm saying he's a decent bull, I mean I'm trying to not over exaggerate, but he's actually a really big bull for this country. I'm gonna have to work on my techniques here and how to kill him. But I just really need to get in his bedding area and try to make something happen. Challenge bugle him or something. So unfortunately, the worst happened, and then when I challenged him to bugle, him and his cows ran out of there. So although I wanted to continue the pursuit of that big bull, I committed myself to be the cameraman for my brother Trevor on his elk hunt in Wyoming.
Yeah, how do you like the desert versus heavy timber, thick brush?
You know, I don't know what's better. At least in the heavy timber, you can get down in a cool spot.
Yeah.
Everything out here is just hot as balls, but at least you can see something too.
Yeah.
The brush just kind of sucks. Here it's like, you usually see an elk before you chase it. You hear it bugle, oh yeah, I think that's one we'll take. Then you go after it instead of...
After he killed his bull, beautiful bull by the way, Travis and I continued to head farther south into Colorado, where we chose to burn our elk points before the wolf introduction.
And so first morning I was able to harvest a nice bull, and then it was Tom's turn, so we've been trying really hard to get Tom a bull. And you know, traveling this far and as far back in as we were having to pack back in on our backs, we were hoping to find at least a mature bull, and we were just finding one young raghorn after one young raghorn, and we're just not willing to pack a real small one that far back. I mean, if we want meat, we'll shoot a cow back in Idaho. So Tom made the command decision today to go back to Idaho. He's got a bull tag in Idaho right now that goes on at the same time, so that's what we're heading for. But thanks a lot, Tom, for putting your time in, for helping both your brothers get elk.
You're welcome.
I hope that you're making, I think you are making the right decision, but I hope you are. So
I hope I'm making the right decision too. It's hard to leave Colorado. This is the first time I've ever walked away from a tag, or walked away before the season ended. I'll stay all the way to the very end, but I just wasn't seeing the quality that I was after. And that tag that I have in Idaho, although the numbers aren't there, I'll say Colorado has an abundant amount of elk, tons of elk. We saw a lot of elk every single day. But we just weren't seeing the size, and I think I can find the size with the particular tag I have in Idaho. So I had to make the decision to do that instead, because both tags actually overlap in seasons, so it was either one or the other. So that's why we're going back to Idaho, and hopefully I can find a bull that I'm looking for there. So thanks.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's see what we can do.
Stay tuned.
So we made it back, unloaded all our gear. I spent 2 days with my wife and kids, and then now I'm putting my full heart back in pursuing big bulls in Idaho.
I just really can't hear something rag bull, but I do want to see something die. I'm tired of letting my girl just sit here. It's just not what I want. There's elk up here. Maybe walked up on 2 bulls. Just not bugling. I wish she was bigger. I know.
Once again, I had opportunities on small bulls, but no big ones to be found. I checked the trail camera where I saw that big bull during the first week of September, and the Tacticam did reveal that he was still in the area running those cows. As you can see on some of the photos towards the end of September, he actually started busting some points. Well, unfortunately, archery season did come to a close, so my last chance at this big guy was going to be during the post-rut rifle season.
So, just downpouring rain, opening day of rifle season. I got up here this morning and in hopes to find that bull that I saw during archery season, and also I've been getting quite a few trail cam photos of him. I heard a bugle in this canyon. I think it's him, but I'm just gonna wait him out. There's a lot of alders, there's a lot of timber, but there's also a lot of openings, so I'm just, hopefully if his cows go out to feed, and then he comes out with them, I can get a shot. It's not, I mean, it's 500 yards. I ranged to where I thought the bugle came from, so it's just a waiting game at this point. It's just gonna rain all day, so I'm just gonna wait it out. Got the 7 saw.
So all I could do is build a fire and wait for the fog to lift. 4 hours go by and the fog finally lifted and I was able to glass up the bull. Because I was out solo, I set up the video camera, put my hat over the top to keep the rain off of it, and then I found a flat spot on the hillside for a good steady rest, then patiently waited for a broadside shot.
Gotta go over there and check on him and see if he's dead. Man, I hope that he's dead. He's a great bull. I think it's the one I was after this archery season. One before I shot, I saw a rack, and I'm like, yeah, that's a big rack. So I hope he's dead. I just dropped a waypoint across the way there because it's been foggy on and off, and I want to be able to find right where I shot him. So.
Oh man, I am so happy right now. He is dead, and he's a great bull. He's the one I was after this archery season. But he busted a point, so I did recognize that when I shot. I was like, oh, on that trail camera of ours, we saw that he busted a point. He's dead. What a relief. What a good day it is to be here and to kill a bull. Again, it's another bull that I have history with. That just makes a hunt so special to me. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this once again, but I killed the bull that I was after. I have history with this bull, and like I said, I only got eyes on him one time, which was that first week of archery season. And then we set up tons of trail cameras, and I got plenty of photos of him there, even including, I got a pretty cool of him bugling too. On a trail camera at a wallow. But now it's rifle season, and I'm like, okay, if you ain't gonna talk, I'm just gonna have to find you without talking. But believe it or not, he did talk to me today. So it is second week of October right now. He gave me 2 bugles today. One bugle is super faint. I could hardly hear where he was at, but I'm like, I have a rough idea what his routes are just because of my trail cameras. And then when I got over here, I saw elk tracks heading up this canyon, and I just started following elk tracks, assuming that he was with the herd of cows. And then I just heard it was almost like a I don't want to bugle, but it was just this, I hear a faint bugle in the fog, and it just downpoured rain. So I built this fire. I didn't film a lot of this just because it was downpouring rain so bad. This camera is not waterproof, so it's just shoved in my pack and got a fire going. I like to say it was about 3.5 to 4 hours. I just decided to be patient, just wait for a window, and the stars aligned. I got my window, the fog lifted, I saw him feeding. I mean, you could tell he's already starting to get in that post-rut phase. I didn't see a single cow with him, so I set up 400 yards and set up the video camera, and I let him have it on this side. On the other side there, I shot him with the 7 Psalm, but I didn't even have to track a blood trail. I just walked right here, and there he is. Out of everything, I'm just glad to get a mature bull down. I passed up a lot of elk this year, a lot of elk, and so to get a bull of this caliber is just a relief. So it's been a long night. I hung a bunch of quarters out. I'm just packing as much as I possibly can. I'm actually taking, I actually fit 2 front shoulders deboned in my pack, but it's still raining. It's just been raining. It's just like Kodiak Island out here. We'll get the family up here and we'll pack the rest out. 12 miles. That's just doing the whole loop, so I think he's just right a little past 5 miles back. We'll finish packing tomorrow.
I got help today.
Well, we got lots of motion camera pictures of this boy. What's he actually look like in person? He's a nice one. Real mature old bull. What we go after. He's a nice bull, Tom.
Yeah, he's probably
Great job.
peaked out, I'd say.
I think so too.
Age-wise.
Up here, this country, sometimes they just don't get any bigger. Looks old.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, man, those fronts are
Really nice fronts.
So as we continue to give you free content to watch, all we ask in return is to give us a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay updated on our newest hunting episodes. Thank you for watching.